Hi, I'm Callum and welcome back to Icelandic Adventure. If you're planning your first trip to Iceland, packing can feel impossible. The weather changes every 10 minutes and you've got limited luggage space, and all the guides seem to contradict each other. So today I'm sharing with you our honest and no-nonsense packing list. We've done it ourselves and we learned what really works. Let's start with the weather, because this decides everything you pack. Iceland can go from sunshine to sideways rain and snow in the same hour. The trick is layering, but smart layering, not overpacking. You don't need 5 coats and endless thermals. Here is what we actually took. We had joggers, a t-shirt for every day, 1 thick jumper, a lightweight waterproof coat, and then a thicker outer coat for warmth. That combo kept us warm, dry and comfortable for the whole trip. We also wore big heavy items, our thick coats and waterproof walking boots on the plane to save space in our hand luggage. It's a bit of a pain at the airport, but it's worth it when your bag actually closes. Jeans and trainers, don't even bother. Jeans stay wet forever and trainers will be ruined on your first day, I can promise you that. We saw so many tourists with soaked feet at waterfalls. Just don't do it. And umbrellas, completely pointless. Icelandic wind will destroy them in seconds. Accessories make all the difference. We both packed a woolly hat, gloves and a snood. A snood's great because you can pull it up when it's windy or snowing and you don't have to worry about it blown away like a scarf. Now let's talk about footwear, because the ground in Iceland is rough, icy and unpredictable. We wore waterproof walking boots, again wore them on the plane to save room, and crampons. These are small spikes you strap onto your boots for icy paths. You can get them from loads of places. We bought ours from Amazon. Make sure you get chain style crampons. The first cheap pair that we bought were useless. Ryan's spikes literally fell out of the bottom while he was wearing them. Spend a little more and get a decent one. They'll last and actually keep you safe. Just remember, you will need to remove these crampons before going into any buildings, shops or restaurants, because they will damage the floor. Here's a quick list of what we actually came in handy every single day. A waterproof phone case, especially for the lagoons. You can still take photos without worrying about dropping it in the water. A UK to EU plug adapter. Iceland uses the 2-pin European plugs. Sunglasses, even in winter. Snow and sunlight reflect off the ground and it's surprisingly bright, especially when driving. Sandwich bags. We use these when we made packed lunches while driving to save money. Snacks. Icelandic petrol stations are so expensive. Grab some from the local supermarket. And your microfiber towel for your hot springs and lagoons. You'll want to be ready. A power bank if you're taking loads of photos. Outlets aren't always handy, so make sure you take one of those. And also a water bottle. All of Iceland's water is absolutely safe to drink. Fill it up as and when you can. The one thing we really wish we'd packed: wooden cutlery. Sounds random, but when you're out on long drives or picnicking at a viewpoint, it's so handy to have in the car. We had sandwich bags for lunches, but ended up trying to eat pasta salad with our fingers at one point, so yeah, don't skip that. If you're hiring a car, you can dress lighter while driving. We usually wore minimal layers in the car because some drives are long and being wrapped up in them thermals gets uncomfortable very fast. Then when we got to waterfalls, lagoons or beaches, we'd layer up quickly before heading out. That's one of the biggest benefits of having a car. You can keep your gear handy and adjust as you go. If you're not driving and doing tours instead, you'll want more layers on you, since you'll be outside longer with fewer warm breaks. Now, if you're flying with a budget airline, wear your heaviest items, your coat, your boots, jumper, and use your packing cubes in your case. It makes unpacking in different hotels or guest house much easier, especially if you're moving around Iceland. So that's our honest Iceland packing guide. Everything we took, what worked and what we'd change next time. Hopefully this saves you from overpacking or wasting money on gear you'll never use. Next up, we're busting one of the biggest myths about Iceland: why you shouldn't go just for the Northern Lights. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe, press the like button and save this video for when you start packing for your trip.